Yeah, it's just normal. So this is a training run. So have patience with us as we try to have patience going through.
Hopefully it doesn't bug out on me. Last time it did, and I couldn't heal for like half the time.
Ooh, that's weird.
What
Well,
it
at
did
least you
is,
can see.
yeah, what it did is it dropped me in, and I couldn't roll dodge. I couldn't use my abilities,
Mm.
and it wasn't because I used controller. It was just the trial was bugged.
What's up,
Yeah,
Weird.
everyone?
like those bugs
Hey,
happen here every now and
welcome.
then. Like
Yeah.
I've heard of that before, every here and there.
Yeah,
All right,
I had some.
before you guys take me, I'm gonna warn you, I've never done a trial before.
Nope, that's
Sorry.
perfect. You're in good
Take him,
company. This
get him out of here.
is
No, I'm kidding. You're welcome.
this is a training run, so you're in a good group for that. That's
All
wonderful.
right, cool.
Thank you so much for joining us. Fair warning to everybody, I'll give the disclaimer again. We are streaming, so your voices can be heard. Can't necessarily correlate your voices to who you are, but your voices
I
can
love
be heard.
everybody.
Um, and so, again, this is a training run. I will be going through instructions and like tips as we go through. If those of you who are experienced would like to chime in after I've given instructions at any point and correct my instructions or clarify or what have you, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're not comfortable being heard on the stream, please feel free to use that group chat. If you are comfortable being heard on the stream and you are vocal, that is totally, totally cool. I just ask that while instructions are being given, just make sure that we're, allowing other people, allowing everybody to hear the instructions and all of that good stuff. And then just, at the end of the instructions, feel free to chime in and correct or add or whatever. This trial is pretty easy. I feel this one is one of the easier trials. And what we'll do is we will go through, was it three different phases, three different like platforms and like bosses, and then we'll go to the main last fight. And so each of the three fights, um, with like the three like kind of mini boss deal, they are all very similar. The mechanics there are pretty darn similar. So once you get the first one down, you're basically pretty solid for the next few. Um, I will remind if you guys have, if you guys need to eat, which looks like I do. If you need food, if you need potions, you need to repair, you need to charge your weapons, all that good stuff. Get that out of the way now. Um, Also, if anybody has, one thing I have learned to ask is, does anybody have Warhorn? And I want to double check that that we don't have multiple people that are using it, so that we make sure to get the full benefits there.
I
Multiple
have
people
it, but it's
doesn't.
not on bar.
Okay, okay. So does anybody have it slotted? If you do have a, put up an X in the group chat and just tell me if you have it slotted. Have horn, but you. Oh, that's another good one, Bird Hippie. That's another good one. If anybody has Colossus, let's see. Do we have any other? I think you're the only Necro, so you should be the only one that has that. um. Okay, so it looks like nobody's got that. I will. Let's see. So I'm using Reviving Barrier instead. Um. So I think we're okay on that. I've learned the hard way that it's a good thing to double check that before we get going. Let me see.
The only ultimates I have are Shooting Star and Greater Storm Atronach.
That's perfect. That's totally fine. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with barrier on that. Okay. So let's go ahead and go in and we'll kind of review a little bit before. If you guys didn't grab a quest, there's a quest here. You're welcome to grab that by this big old griffin laying here. We'll go in.
Is it worth using a pull in this dungeon, or should I slot something else?
Not. I don't think
If
that.
you're a portal tank, you'll want to chain.
Good call, good call.
So use my warden skill and not the fighter's guild one?
I would use the Fighters Guild one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use portal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Personally.
Okay. So we're gonna come over
Yeah,
here.
You don't need to slot pull probably until we do final boss. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So come to the left over here. And then just stand here. Don't go in yet. We'll just chill here. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 fights that are very, very similar. So once we get the mechanics down for the first one, you just kind of progress through with that. Let me read a little bit here from the guide. Granted, guides are not perfect. I have found that out the hard way a few times. But like I said, this one's pretty easy. Okay, so before starting the fight, you should form 2 teams. Wait, am I in the right spot? Oh,
That sounds
stupid
like
thing.
final boss.
Yeah, that's the final boss. Darn thing.
Or possibly
like, wait,
vet,
that's
because
not-
on vet you do portals for these.
Yeah, I on normal have never done the portals on these fights.
Yeah, on
So
normal you should know.
I think that we'll probably leave that out. So if you see portals in these first 3 fights, just stay away from them. You will get sucked in if you like dodge roll into it or whatever. We've had that happen, but it's just ignore the portals, stay away from those. And then when we do a training run to prepare, like as we get the mechanics down, we'll do another run eventually that will help prepare us for the veteran mechanics, but for normal that's not necessary. Okay, so all 3 mini bosses are Welkinars with a griffin at their side. The human and the griffin can't be close to each other because that empowers them and they do more damage. It's easy to recognize. They'll have a nice bright glow. Oh my gosh, excuse me. The griffins also place a very strong bleed on the tank. Oh my goodness. Forgive the hiccups.
Do this to scare you?
I just get random hiccups. I don't know why they're so nuts right now. Griffins also place a very strong bleed on the tank, which has to be dodged or out-healed if applied on the tank. You have to kill them at the same time because if only one lives, creeper tentacles will spawn and do damage to your group. That's more of a veteran mechanic I've experienced. Those are very annoying because they do damage to your group and target players with a ground effect that stuns. You can't break free of the tentacles. You have to do a dodge roll, and you can't use any abilities for several seconds after that. Okay, so basically the griffin and the chick there in the middle that's all shiny glowing. So we need to kill them basically about the same time. You've got all these tentacles and all these other things popping out. Just be mindful of those, and really, God, there's really not a whole lot to these fights. I'll be honest. A couple of things though. The first one here, let's see. Where is she? Double check I'm going in the right order here. We've got ice, shock, and fire. And then the last boss is just like pure magic, just super obnoxious. So we go through the elements in each boss with basically the same mechanics. So with
Does this one have Hoarfrost?
This
I
is
was gonna say
Hoarfrost.
this is Hoarfrost. When the griffin gets up on his hind legs and blinks white once, this mechanic will spawn on a random player. It's easy to recognize because the character will glow. The Hoarfrost will slow you down and put a DOT on you, and a bit of AoE damage to the players close to you. So basically, if you have the Hoarfrost on you, go away from the group so that you're not dropping that all over everybody else. Okay. If you have the Hoarfrost on... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I just realized I'm interrupting you in the middle of an explanation, which
You're
I'm not
good.
supposed to do.
No, you're totally fine. If you have something to add, go for it. Yeah.
Usually, ideally, we want to be mostly stacked for this one. So then if you have Hoarfrost, you stack for a bit. I think it's about 6 seconds when
Yep.
it actually immobilizes you. And then just before you're immobilized, ideally you want to move slightly out of group and hit X to synergize it. That'll drop it on the ground, and then somebody else can run over it and pick it up. And you want to do that before you're totally immobilized by it.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's like hot potato.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yes, absolutely. So stack together, and then again with the Hoarfrost, take that out and drop it. Okay. Hoarfrost is now laying on the ground. Another player has to pick it up as soon as possible, like you said. If the ice isn't picked up, it shoots damage at the whole group, and this damage gets higher the longer the ice isn't picked up by a player. So kind of that hot potato she's saying. After the third player picks it up, the ice, or picks up the ice, sorry, and uses the synergy to drop it again, it vanishes for some time and will respawn on a random player again. So basically, it cycles through 3 people and then it goes away for a little bit. Make sure to never go into the portal while you have the Hoarfrost on you. And like I said, let's just leave the portals alone for this run. They're not necessary in normal. So we'll just leave that out. You also have ice explosions. So these particular mechanics, they translate to the different elements as we go through the fight. So keep that in mind as well. And then for this one, we have an ice explosion. So we'll randomly get big AoEs of ice explosions on us, 3 players at a time. If you have that, go outside again. Go outside of the group so that you're not bringing that on top of everybody else, and make sure that you're blocking while you have that on you so you don't get killed by it. Yeah, make sure I didn't mix it. Anybody have any other input there? Basically, if you have something on you, go outside the group. Don't stay stacked on everybody, but stay pretty close together, stacked. It's not necessarily. I don't think this is one that you necessarily need to like ultra stack like some of them, but stay pretty tight together. Focus on the Welkenard lady and the Griffin, so we want to be killing them at the same time. But then watch out for those AoEs and the Hoarfrost. Bring them outside the group. And if you see the Hoarfrost dropped, go pick it up, and then you go and you drop it again somewhere else, basically. So after a little bit, it'll go away. Okay. Oh, poor guy. The other guy that was gonna heal for us just hopped into the game and had a rough morning. Oh, thank you for that follow, Burns.
Yep.
Oh, and hello, Son of Light. Thanks for hanging out as we're explaining our trial. Okay. So, does that make sense? This is pretty, like I said, this one's pretty easy. It's pretty low-key mechanics, and it translates over to the different elements as we go through the first 3 bosses. And then the last boss will be different, so we'll go through that before we hit that one. Does anybody have any questions or anything to add at this point before we jump in?
One thing that is usually a standard for these is you always actually want to kill those big tentacles whenever they pop up, and
yes,
that's because they do root people, which can become a big problem if there's too much of that going on. So if one of those pops up, you just switch to DPSing that down until you can go back to whichever boss that you're attacking.
Perfect. Yes, thank you for that. I totally spaced the tentacles. Perfect. And anything else? I think somebody else was chiming in there.
Just want to go over some tank stuff real quick for
Yeah.
off tank. Do you want Griffin or do you want the person?
I'm assuming I'm off tank.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't really
rather
matter
you
for
do.
this.
tell
Well,
me.
I find that the bird's a little easier to tank if you haven't tanked this before than the dude, because the dude will jump around a lot. But they're both pretty easy, so it's up to whether you want to do something slightly harder or big bird.
I'll do Big Bird. I'll start with that.
Okay. Generally, when I do this trial, whenever bird is down, everyone needs to focus the bird, and then when bird flies up, then everyone focuses the person.
Gotcha.
And then they should generally die at the same time that way. But I don't think you get creepers in normal after this initial pull anyway on the minis. I've never seen them, even when bosses die at staggered times.
So when the bird's not here, I'm just doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you'll just I think you just debuff boss, just don't pull taunt, and then wait for bird to come back down. You can taunt him while he's still in the air, so you can kind of grab taunt back on him before he comes down again.
Okay.
Whenever he comes down, just say like bird down or call it out, and then everyone can switch focus from mini.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much it though.
Thank you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Got it? Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Gosh, early morning is apparently not friendly for my brain either. Appreciate the help, guys. All right. So any other questions or any other input that you guys would like to add? Let's see. Other healer, Atlas, do you have any questions at all as far as healing is concerned?
Okay, so I've only done this one once.
Okay.
First time I didn't get to heal, but I'm I'm pretty good at keeping everybody healed. So, is there any AOE's that I need to stay out of? I mean, I know there's one that catches everybody on fire, and it.
That's that until
I don't know.
Sororia.
Yeah,
The
so
red.
each one of these first 3 bosses will have an elemental AoE that will randomly drop on 3 people. Just get away from the group and don't stack on top of other people when you have that on you. So that'll happen sporadically. And just, of course, just continue to heal through it and everything. But with the hoarfrost, if you get the hoarfrost on you, then, like we were saying, drop that outside the group as well, and then somebody else will go and pick that up. But again, just, heal through it. If you have, a combo of the distance healing and the AoE healing, I would recommend having a little bit of a combo on there, which I see you spamming your distance heal. That's perfect. Let's see, what are you? You are a Templar. Okay, perfect.
Templar,
Yeah, you
yes.
should be pretty solid. It really,
Templar.
the what did I say? I said something else, didn't I? You're a Templar. I see that. um, so yeah, no, honestly, this is not one that healers need a whole lot of strategy. I'll be totally honest. I've healed this one. I can't even count how many times now. And it's a very spam healy friendly kind of one. Like, this is good for a healer just kind of figuring out how to heal a large group. So you should be pretty good. Just spam your heals. Lots of AoE heals. This is a good one for lots of AoE heals, and then distance heals if you get the AoE's damage on you. But then also if you have any buffs and shields you can give to people, that is great as well. I've got several.
Yeah, I have a damage shield.
Perfect.
From PvP.
Okay.
And it's pretty good. Like it protects about 48k damage.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So-
that's good. Perfect. And you'll notice if something is not quite maybe it's not quite necessary. Do you have orbs? The healer orbs? I can't remember. Where does that come from?
Oh, I
Undaunted.
don't have an orb. I have a shard.
Okay, that's
It
perfect.
has the same cooldown.
Nope, that's perfect. So make sure you use your shard,
Shard.
and so shards and orbs are like the 2 top things that a healer will definitely need in any trial. I've got the orb, you've got the shard, that's perfect. So just keep the buffs up, and as best you can, and then yeah, just combo with your distance healing, especially when people are spread out, and we have. Especially if you have the AoE on you, or when other people have the AoE on them, the distance heal will be good, good for that. And then your AoE heals will be great when people are stacked together. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, perfect. All right, and then after each fight, like you said, the mechanics are pretty similar. Just kind of rotates through the elements for these first 3 bosses. So between each of them, we can see, okay, what questions you have, what did you not understand, or what did you what was something that didn't quite work out. We'll check that stuff before we go on to the next boss. So, but this one's a good feeler for how the next couple will go. Okay, so go ahead and come into this little area where the 3 of us are. Don't go further than this. But you need to be in here, otherwise when we start, you will get stuck in like a weird magic wall.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how it feels.
Yeah, it has a tendency to glitch people out pretty bad sometimes. It's definitely not a normal
I'm gonna put away
thing,
my
but...
pet.
Oh yeah, thank you. Actually, I'm glad you said that. If you have cosmetic pets out, I would recommend putting those away. It makes it easier on the servers when there's so many people in to put your little cute guys away. Obviously combat pets are perfectly fine and all that, but if you have a cosmetic, they can go take a nap. All right.
I hate anything that happened to my goat anyway.
See, trying to think. Is there anything else you guys can think of? Like I said, this trial is pretty basic, pretty easy. So I don't think there's anything else. But if anybody thinks of anything,
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but
yeah.
check out my new.
Oh, careful! Don't go too far.
Sorry, I got this from the event.
Yeah, he's
This
cool.
new
I like
pet.
him.
Oh, the
Yeah,
pet. Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. All right, everybody good on food and everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and ready up, and then when we have everybody ready, Tank, you can go for it.
I'll take the monstrosity over the creeper.
So who am I tanking?
We're just gonna round up the adds to the creepers, and then the bird's gonna come down. It's not.
Right,
You don't see the
right.
bird yet.
I'm
When
getting
when
bird.
he touches down, I believe to the right of, or to the left of the boss, to the right of where we are, I think is where he comes down.
Hey, Gene.
Yeah.
Can I share the stream with a friend? How do I do that?
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely. So let's see. It's there. You go. There's the link for you in the group chat.
Okay, got it. A few seconds, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, excuse me.
So miserable.
Sometimes they hurt really bad, man. I had one the other day that was just like, ugh, just like deep down in the lungs. It hurt.
Is it from your perspective, I'm guessing?
What?
I'm
Oh,
guessing
yeah.
The stream is from your perspective?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Perfect. All right, Tank on
Calling.
you. Okay, so try to group together. The tanks are getting the adds together, so go to the tanks to spam those down. Oh, like lagged out there.
You'll fall to my blade, like the rest of Cloudrest.
Oh, I feel bad. I called that dude a lady.
Get this over with, shall we?
Oops. Oh. Okay. So stay away from that portal in the middle. Don't fall into it.
Alright, bird's up in the air.
Yep, bird is up.
Focus on
Hit
Mini
the-
now. Hoarfrost is out, by the
I
way.
think I did fall into the portal.
Someone needs to grab Hoarfrost.
Oh goodness. Oh, I got wings flapping in my face. Oh my gosh.
Alright, bird's on the ground, left side.
Wait, how do I leave the portal if I get sucked into it?
It'll boot you out when it closes.
And also, if you die down there, you will revive back up here. Just FYI.
Oh, we have monstrosities out, just be careful.
So if you destroy the crystals while you're in there, it'll bring you back.
Hoarfrost dropped.
Oh.
Alright, bird's in the air.
Grab it.
Oh goodness. Let's see. We've got a monstrosity out still. Birds.
Bird's right side on the
Birds
ground.
down. Yep.
Or frost dropped.
Do any other wardens in here run flies?
Well, as a healer, I don't.
Cause I am running flies. I had an open spot, so.
Oh, okay. Boss is over here.
I'm gonna drag him back to me.
I have a bad habit of saying over here instead of giving directions, so feel free to like.
So now that the bird's dead, am I just kind of helping with the shade?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't taunt if you're off tank. Don't taunt it. But
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry, I
'Cause
did a
it'll,
couple times.
it's okay.
but I wanted to-
It'll
good.
just over time if
Yeah.
you taunt it too much. But accidents happen. That's still Marino.
Woo! Wonderful. Great job. Any questions on that one?
No, that felt good.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
That was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's basically each of the next two will be very similar, just with different elements. So we'll hop over here again. Don't go past this little spot here. Don't go too far, otherwise you'll start aggroing things. Let's see. Let everybody get over here. Okay, so let me see. Again, this fight is pretty darn similar. Let me double check that I'm not missing anything. We've got fire circles instead of frost circles, and fire comets instead of hoarfrost. Okay.
So glad I'm not a vampire.
Yeah, dude, I got rid of my vamp a long time ago because I couldn't. Man, all the fire in this game is just, just
It was
couldn't.
awful.
Yeah. Any
The,
questions? Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
For this one, it's got a weird mechanic where you actually there's an AOE that you don't want to take out of group. You actually want to stack on, because the AOE divides up the damage among everyone who's in that AOE. So if it's just on one person, then it's often going to be a one shot. But if you get a bunch of people in, then everyone takes a little bit of damage and you're good to go and you keep going. So that AOE is going to be a different color, at least unless you've messed around with the colors of your AOE. It should be gold. So if you have a gold AOE on you that's spreading outwards, then you want to go stack on other people, and other people don't run away from that. Like stay on that person so that you don't have someone wiping.
Thank you. I actually did not know that one. So that's good to know. Thank you very much. Anything else that you guys can think of that I've missed?
Everything's the same as the fight before, just instead of Hoarfrost, we have Roaring Flare.
Mm-hmm.
As long as everyone's stacked anyway, shouldn't be too crazy.
Okay, and then again, make sure you kill those tentacles, little creep and stuff over there. They are not friendly. Yeah, okay. Well, I think everybody said that they're ready. One more. And then take on you when we're ready.
Grab monstrosity. Pulling.
You weaklings think you can fight me?
Ribcage, I love that you're wearing Welkanar in here. It's funny.
It's just what I always go with. But yeah, it fits thematically.
Yeah. Yeah, blend in. Oh! Oh, I missed a notification. Thank you for reviving over there. Hap on you, block. I need to move my notifications. They're like right in the middle of all the bright lights.
Bird's in the air.
Careful of the portal. Don't go down in the portal.
Everyone should restack on the mini boss
Yep.
until Bird's back down. Oh, I think
Bird's
you grabbed
down,
Taunt.
down.
right next to the boss.
Yeah.
Hap on you.
Keeping mini away.
We've got a couple monstrosity out. Oh.
Alright, Bird is down.
Ready to come get these monstrosities over here, DPS? Stack them over here.
Working on it.
Beautiful.
That's my
Alright.
damage shield.
Dragging out of ult.
Oh. Stay away from the portal. Don't fall in.
She's over taunted.
Yeah, I keep
Yeah,
using
you can just hold
my
on to her
heavy
for the
attack.
rest of the pull is fine.
Beautiful. Great job.
Now, now,
How's everybody doing?
you're not going to get there. Neither
Oh, I'm
am
doing
I.
pretty good.
Good, good. Alright, so
I
we're
have to
gonna
say this was going a lot better than the only other trial I've done.
go. This is one of the easier ones. It really is. It's also one of the much shorter ones.
The mini trial.
Yes, it kind of feels like it. It's a really, really good one for kind of practicing running with a large group, just to kind of, you know, practice your grouping skills, teamwork skills. All right, so this one is basically the same, but with shock instead.
Oh, lovely.
So, I think one thing to note though, at 50%, the boss will start targeting a few players. When not interrupted, it will shoot a shock beam to the players and stun them. So if you see the boss starting to like rev up for shockiness, interrupt them. Or
Like, just shove them.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Um. Let's see. And if we don't interrupt in time, then it will be death to those who are targeted. Let's see. I feel like there's something different about the.
Yeah, this one, it's got a mechanic where you have to switch weapon bars.
Oh, that's right. Would you like to explain that? My brain.
Sure, yeah. This one can take a little bit of practice. So if you like end up wiping other people, don't be embarrassed because it's a bit of a weird one. So for the people who get targeted with it, and I forget the name of the attack, but your screen, it'll look like it'll create a giant blue AoE around you, but it's so
That's right.
big that it'll probably just look like the floor has turned blue. If for you it looks like the floor has turned blue, that means you have the mechanic. And what you need to do is switch your weapon bar right away and keep it on the other bar for, I believe it's 10 or 12 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. Because if you basically one of your weapon bars has become cursed, and if you stay on that, then you take damage, and everyone else near you takes damage as well, and it's quite a lot. So groups can like wipe really easily because of this mechanic.
That's
So again, it takes like a little bit of practice. So if it's messy at first, then that's pretty normal. But definitely something to be aware of for this one.
yes. Thank you.
I will
You
definitely
usually
keep a
have-
watch out for that.
You have a couple of seconds to swap to, so it'll affect the bar that you're on. So usually you'll want to swap to your back bar, let it curse your back bar, and then just stay on your front bar. You have to be careful about swapping back too early because the damage ramps up the longer the curse is on your bar. So if you swap back on like the 9th second of the effect, it's gonna burst everyone and probably kill everyone but the tank.
That's fun.
So it definitely it's more damage the longer it's on your bar. So just be very careful about swapping back just a little bit too early.
Perfect.
So do we have to like count down Mississippi's? Is that what it is?
Just wait till your screen isn't blue anymore is the best way, or notifier will tell you.
Yeah, honestly, the best way is to get an add-on. So.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
you'll know when you have it. Your screen will be blue, and as soon as your screen isn't blue, you don't have it anymore.
Yes. Sorry. Responding. Poor Duckster having a rough morning. He was gonna heal for us and wasn't able to hop in time. I'm sorry, Duckster. I'm sorry. Okay, so any questions on that? Thank you so much for helping explain that. I could
I
not
don't
remember
have a
that.
question, but I need to use the restroom real quick.
Go for it.
So
You're good.
it won't take me very long. I'll be right back.
You're good. Yeah, so after this boss, we'll hit the main last boss, and that is much different, and there's a bit more mechanic there that we will need to explain. So, oh, excuse me. So we'll go through that after this one. Oh my gosh, excuse me. But these first 3 bosses, yeah, they're pretty similar. The one thing, well, I mean, you guys are doing great, but just remember to stack on the right thing, especially if you're somebody who wants to prepare and kind of get your mind ready for vet. Stacking at those appropriate times is even more vital in the vet version. And also, just a reminder, so when the Griffin is up, go to the Welkanar, the person boss, kill the ads, but then go back to the other, what do we call it, the mini boss, and work on her or him or whatever it is. I guess I called it a her. The last one wasn't. So when the Griffin is up, work on the other boss to burn them down. But you guys are doing great. That'll just be more important as you progress towards veteran. Okay, so do a ready check. All right, tank on you.
Pulling. It's a middle creeper.
The Marja bids me to fight, and so I shall.
There we go, Griffin down.
Worthy of the Marja.
Bird on you. Oop. Alright, stay away from the portal in the middle. Oh. On Earth. Go.
Bird's up.
Alright. Oop. So focus on the dude over here. Alright,
Bird's
bird's
down.
down. Thank you. Bird on you. Alright, we've got several monstrosities out. So let's try to spam those down, guys.
Bird's up.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, that was it. Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep. I didn't
That
get
was
the
a fault save,
notification
probably.
for that one.
Me and my 16k health.
Thank you.
Bird's down.
Oh, hold block if you have that shock on you.
Okay.
Oh, stay out of the middle. Don't fall in the portal.
Bird is up.
I love when the bosses stay in my AoE.
Oh boy.
I'm down again.
It's okay.
I didn't even have time to do anything there.
I know all the
It just
all
straight
the
up killed me.
all the lightning. Excuse me, so sorry. All the lightning is it stuns everybody. So it's one thing with the different elements. I guess I probably should have pointed that out. Ooh.
I'm gonna keep on spamming my damage shield.
Bird's dead.
Oh. Okay, so
Lot
let's
of,
get these monstrosities down.
I'll take if you just want to drag those to mini.
Ooh.
I die in disgrace.
Woohoo! Great job.
I'm sorry, Overeemer.
Okay, so we'll come down here and we'll wait and we'll explain this next one. So this next one we will use the portal mechanics. Do not go in, don't run into the middle of this arena over here. Come over here to the kind of the front entrance and stand on this platform until we're ready. Excuse me, so sorry. Okay, so this one, like I said, we will use the portals. The portals are actually really, really important. If the portals are not done correctly, then the whole group wipes. So just a disclaimer on that right at the start. So we need a few DPS to go down. I believe, what is that, 4 DPS?
I'll do it.
I think here 3
max
or 4 would be a
3,
good
but
idea.
you can usually get away with 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
Usually I
So
do 2 and 1 backup.
So
in
we
case,
need
portal DPS goes down.
Yeah,
You
no,
got 2
that's
X's in chat.
I would do yeah. So do you Hap and Pepcac, do you guys feel confident in your DPS and your speed? That's going to be the key. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, and Hap, you're probably pretty familiar with this one too, huh? And I think Pepcac, you probably are too. Okay, so for those who are not going to be designated towards portals, let me just explain a little bit so you are aware of what happens. I'll back up portal DPS. Ribcage. Okay, perfect, perfect. Oh, Aristodemus. I wonder if Aristo is watching us in stream. He just said something in guild chat about us. That's so funny. Okay, so like in the mini boss fights, well, that we didn't do, there's a portal mechanic in this fight. The base mechanic remains the same. You have to form 2 groups, so we just formed our groups. And you have to go down and you need to destroy the crystals down in the portal, okay? Now, with that, you destroy the crystals and carry 3 malevolent core orbs to golden shards, which your group mates sent to the Shadow Realm via synergy. So while the people are down in the portals, those up at the top need to look for the shards, and you need to synergize them, and then that will send them down to the portal for the DPS down in the portals to use. Okay, So we have to get the shards quickly so that they can handle them quickly before we all wipe, basically. Okay. Um, so if you accidentally get sucked down into the portal, which we've been pretty good about that so far, but if you do accidentally get sucked down in there, just know that you need to kill the shards that are down there. Okay.
Question.
Down in the portal, you will see a very big AoE circle starting to spread out from the portal. Once it expands and covers the whole room, there will be an explosion that one-shots everyone standing inside that AoE. So that's basically your timer. So as you see that expand, that's your timer to show you, this is how long you have left before wipe happens if you haven't gotten all the shards. So that's where speed and solid DPS are important. Okay.
If I could butt in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that particular AoE is actually avoidable.
Oh. Okay.
So that's not your timer.
Oh, did I get it backwards? Thank you.
Yeah. So when that happens, you do want to keep an eye out for it because it will wipe you if it hits you. But there are these glowing yellow like portals that'll appear on the ground. You can synergize with those. It'll kind of pop you up to a ramp on the top, and then you spend like 1 or 2 seconds up there, and then you need to jump down to the bottom once the AoE is cleared on the bottom, because then you'll get the same AoE on the top right away. So you use a portal to go up, and then you go back down the second it's safe to go back down, and then you just keep destroying those crystals and running those orbs.
Oh, thank you. Gosh, I'm
You're
so
welcome.
sorry. I'm a terrible leader today, guys.
The portal realm is an exact mirror of upstairs. Everything's just purple. The little
Yep.
feather plumes, the synergies you use to avoid the AoE, are at each of these like quadrants. So like there'll be one here, and then two on the other side, and it'll teleport you up to this like little balcony area.
Yeah.
And then you just jump down with the AoE. But you can actually block through this AoE that happens on normal. Usually I just block through it. But if off tank is not comfortable healing back up that damage, I would just take the synergy.
Perfect.
So I have done the shards. That's what I did last time I was in here. They told me to watch the shards since I was the backup healer.
Uh-huh.
Since I'm like moving around.
Yeah, usually you use Kite Healer, and Kite Healer grabs all the shards.
Perfect. Oh, that's new to me. I have not experienced that before, but that's okay.
Yeah, because there's this mechanic called Crushing Darkness that will follow the furthest away player. So usually you have a healer stand away from the group, grab shards, and kite around Crushing Darkness.
Okay, perfect. So, wait, was that Atlas that said that, or was that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
that
that's
was
what I
me.
thought. Just double checking. Yeah, so if you, especially if you're familiar with that, that would be great if you want to take that duty there. So when you see the shards, go around and synergize those, send them down, and then, okay, so we have Hap and we have Pebkek, and off tank, you will also be going down with the portal group.
Is there a boss down there, or am I just kind of tanking mobs?
It's a shadow image of this boss. So you see that big old
Gotcha.
chick in the middle? Yeah, so it's a shadow of her. So the shadow image does the same damage, the same attacks as the real one, so it has to be tanked. The tank needs to go inside the portal first, taunt the shadow image, and make it face away from the portal. The tank needs to survive alone in there, so make sure to have self-healing slotted.
Okay.
So you need to taunt her, pull her, position her away from the portals, and just continue to keep hold of her so that the DPSs can go through and do what they need to do. But you have to go through first. So as soon as you see the portal, you go down, taunt her, and then once you have her, then call it out, and then the DPSs will follow. But the DPSs need to wait until you have her taunted so that they don't die as soon as they go down. Let's see.
So question.
Yes.
DPS in the portal, we're taking a like an orb to a crystal. Did
Yes.
I hear that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's
Got it.
3 orbs to take to the shards, and then you'll get teleported back to the normal world, and then a bunch of ads will spawn, and we'll need to get those down. Okay. The most dangerous one is the Yagra Spider, which does a heal debuff and deals a lot of damage. The tank who is inside the portal should take the spider, and once it's dead, he needs to go take over the main boss, so the other tank can go inside the next portal with the other team. Although that's never
that's
how I've
vet
done that.
mechanic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's never how I've
No.
done it on normal.
Yeah, because in vet, there's a cooldown on portals. You'll die if you go into a portal too soon. So the tanks often have to swap between doing main and doing portal.
Gotcha.
And there's
gotcha.
no Yagra in normal either after portal closes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
No
yeah.
monstrosity. There'll be the little guys, but not the big scary dude.
Thank you.
No
Oh, thanks, Atlas. See you. Oh, hi, Aristo. Hello, everybody. Got lots of people hanging out with us on the stream. Goodness gracious. Okay, so a couple things to watch out for. Nocturnal's favor. There's a one-shot mechanic. The boss charges a huge ball and shoots it at someone. As long as the tank has taunt, it shouldn't be a problem. But if she shoots at somebody else, they will die. Then there are also orbs. During the fight, purple orbs will spawn and slowly fly towards the group. You have to destroy them before they reach the group, as they will otherwise explode and stun players if they hit someone. So if you see orbs, kill those, and don't let them reach the group. And then there are laser beams from the boss that you need to get away from. Okay, so I feel like...
That's Crushing Darkness.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. So if you are inside that AoE when it happens, you will possibly be one shot, or you'll just take a lot of damage. So if you this is where you have the one person that's standing outside. So the off healer will stay on the outside, and you will be the target of that most often. So be prepared for that. And starting at 60% boss health, there will be a cone coming from the portal in both the normal world and the Shadow Realm. If you get hit by that cone while you are in the Shadow Realm, you will get teleported back to the real world and vice versa. So stay away from the cones. If you are in the normal world and still have the debuff on you that prevents you from going into the portal, you will die if the cone hits you. So just stay away from those cones as much as possible with that. And that is a vet mechanic. Kill the creepers. We have lots more creepers in here. Those are very important to kill those at 40%. That's when the creeper tentacles will start spawning. So focus on those when you see the tentacles. Call it out if you see them, and then everybody needs to stack and kill those ASAP. And then as soon as the boss is dead, her shadow image is going to pop up, and then we have to kill her. Okay? You will also have the tentacles, orbs, and so on that will spawn with the shadow. So it's basically like a short repeat of the rest of the boss fight, just with the shadow. So once she's dead, just know that her shadow is going to come up. We're not really done yet. Let's see. Am I missing anything else?
So when we kill her the first time, is the portal mechanic done with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Good question.
Well, the portal will happen throughout the fight, so it'll come up and then it'll close when the mechanic's finished, and then after a while it'll come up again up until she goes into execute.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he was asking though, because before she goes into execute, she kind of dies, and then the shadow version of her.
Oh,
Once the
sure,
shadow
yeah.
version is up, there's no more portals.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have polar wind slotted?
I do.
Tank? Okay. Good.
Okay. Any questions or any other input you guys have? Oh, excuse me.
Ready when you are.
All right. Go ahead and do a ready check. And again, don't stand on that platform when we're starting. Just stand right down at the bottom of these steps here. So everybody, before we start, you'll want to be down here at the bottom of the steps. Otherwise, you get trapped in that magic wall. Morena. Okay. And I think we're good.
I'll grab the right.
Here we go, guys. Oops. Yep, we've got creepers up, so let's make sure we get those down. Yep, there we go.
I'm gonna
Good job.
turn Zamaja around, so stack in front of her.
We all actually want to stack.
You guys
on
are
the other
you guys
side
are not
here
gonna be
because,
wannabe on tank side.
Come-
You're gonna get hit.
Come over
here we
to
go.
where? Other side,
She's
guys.
she does a conal blast of everything in front of her. So if
Yep.
you're facing her, you get hit by a lot.
There you go. Stack at her tail. There you go.
And tank
And
is always going to be turning her away from center, so as
Yep.
soon as she's on the edges there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. Stack on her tail. Oh,
spheres are up.
orbs. We got orbs. Kill those orbs, guys.
Portal's
And you
open.
usually just want to range DPS the orbs down.
Portal up.
Alright,
Alright, I
portals
went into the portal.
inside.
I
Let us
got
know.
tank.
Alright, DPS. Portal DPS go down.
Oh,
Whoop.
I got.
If we need a
Yeah.
portal
I'm
backup,
going in. Uh-oh. I went in at a bad time. Here we go.
spear down.
So we have to. Oh, we have to destroy these crystals first, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then take these orbs where?
To the spears.
So
or to
spears
the-
as they're
yeah.
dropped.
Oh, I
Alright,
don't have
spears
a
are down.
spear.
Yep, we need some spears.
Ah, there we go.
There's one more spear left to be sent down.
It's right there. I'm gonna get it.
We've got 18 seconds left before wipe.
Alright,
There
that's
we
right
go.
there.
Sweet.
Good job.
It was across the board.
I saw the spear a bit too late.
Orbs up.
That's funny. I got a soul gem from an orb. Like I filled one randomly. Doing great, guys. Alright, portals
The gate
up,
open
tank
now?
down.
Portal up.
I'm in the portal. I got tank.
Alright, DPSs for portal go down. Thank you. Oh, ouch.
Oh, watch out for that portal
Pizza.
there.
Ooh,
Where does that? Where do you guys see that portal at?
it's in the middle.
I mean, like, whatever we're calling that thing that. Oops.
The AoE.
No, that thing that once you're in the portal, that thing that transports you back up top, like it just seems to appear under me unless I'm missing something.
Here's one shard. I
Spears
gotta
are
get
up.
the other shard. It's on the other. It's on the
What
other.
just by the way,
shard.
You got it? Okay, thanks.
I'm a portal DPS and I'm down.
Spears are up.
I'm going into portal. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
We need a portal backup in the portal, or somebody to res me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Do we...
We got it.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm a pile of ash. Good luck on that res. From ashes we do res.
Alright, stack on boss's tail. Doing great, guys.
Creeper up in the back.
And an orb, get that
Orb.
orb. There we go.
I
Oh,
got it.
another orb. 2 more orbs. Get those down. Let's get this creeper. Portal's coming up. Portal, go ahead, tank. Go down.
I'm in the portal. I got taunt.
Perfect. Alright, I saw the DPSs go. Good job, guys. Alright, oop. Get out of the cone.
Uh-oh.
There's one shard.
Oh, orbs up. Get those orbs. There we go. Good, good. Let's see. Oh, good job.
How many people we got in this portal? Oh, I just got sent away.
Oh, out of the cone, out of the cone. There you go. Good job.
There's a creeper up.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, there's several orbs floating around. Oop.
I'm getting one.
Oh, cone. Get out of the cone.
Ah, I didn't get through. Saw it too late.
Oh,
Luckily, it didn't
Portal's
do
about to-
damage to me.
We're about to wait.
okay.
We don't have a.
No worries.
So- For each of the portals that we passed there, I had to basically
So
go
why'd that
down and
happen?
clear it. So I'm thinking we might want to have like a larger portal group to start off with, just to make it a bit smoother. I often find for newer groups we need 3 DPS instead of 2. So
Okay, so we've got Hap and Pebcac. Is there who wanted to do Ribcage? You wanted to do Ribcage? Are you good
Did
with?
not. I was there. I was dead right there. So
No worries.
yes, I can
That was
third
close.
portal DPS.
Oh,
I just got
uh-oh.
one tap by the boss.
Let's just get one more. Who claimed backup? We can just make sure we have 3
Ribcage.
guaranteed. We can just
Yeah.
do 3 guaranteed instead.
Yep. Spheres are out. Orbs. Can you get those orbs down, please?
Alright, I'm in the portal. I got taunt.
Okay, DPS is down. Awesome, thank you. Alright.
Should be a shard.
I got it. I was right next to it.
Could be another one.
All the way on the other side by the boss. There you
go.
go. Good job. It's all good. Okay, there's orbs up here. Let's get those.
Okay, much faster. Awesome.
Good, good, good. Woohoo! Oh,
I see you use the same damage shields.
Portal's
Portal.
up.
I got taunt in portal.
perfect. Good job, guys.
Alright, need some shard.
Yep, need some shards down here.
Got that one. Good, good, good. Oh, Hap. Can we get a revive for Hap over on the far corner? Let's see. Thank you. Alright. collect on the boss's tail. We can range down the orbs. Stack on her tail, guys. There we go. Alright, stack on her tail over on the far corner over here. On the left. Wonderful. Good job. Oh, this is going really well, guys. Ooh.
Orbs are up.
Orbs.
Alright, portal's
Portal
coming
got
up. Okay, tank go down to portal. Ooh,
I
get out
got
of the cone.
taunt and oh, I don't have taunt. Where is she? Okay, I got taunt.
Okay. Perfect.
Need a shard.
Here's
Got one
2.
here.
There we go, we got him.
Orbs.
The,
Ooh, out of the
looks
cone.
like
I
Oh.
couldn't get it. I was stuck. I was on the edge of the cone.
Oh shit! Bad timing on my part there. Sorry. Might need another person in portal there.
For those of us in the portal, don't forget when that big red AoE, you can teleport up top to avoid that big AoE blast by going on those little glowing pads. It'll teleport you up to like a ledge where you don't
Orbs.
have to be dead.
Okay, stack on boss's tail again. Okay, she's at 40%.
Creeper.
Yep, there we go. Creeper on the far side, opposite where the boss was. Let's get that down. Portal, portal. Okay, tank go down.
I got taunt and portal.
Okay, perfect. Good job, guys. We got
Shard
spears
down.
up. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, that spear's in the AoE.
It's okay. Oh,
Shard down.
thank you, bird. I saw that. Wonderful.
Nice.
Woohoo, great. Good job, guys. Alright, spheres are up, and creepers up. We got a creeper and orbs.
I love when the bosses just lay in my AoE.
Ooh, hello.
We should be able to ignore next portal.
Creeper up.
Orbs are up.
Orbs up.
You say ignore next portal, just execute.
You want me to go in the portal or?
Just execute.
No, just leave it.
Burner.
We should be good.
Let's try to burn the boss.
We have a creeper still on the back, so someone needs to do it.
DPS is dropped down.
Burn, burn, burn.
significantly.
Oh no.
Maybe we should.
Roll it as that one.
It's too late now,
Should
just
go.
focus on burning.
Burn, burn, burn. 8%. Ooh. Just keep burning, guys. Just keep burning.
Orbs.
Just go there.
Burner, she's at 2%.
She's spawning shade.
Yep.
I'm gonna spin shade around.
And- Perfect. Okay. Okay. Go on the tail of the shade, guys. Stack on the tail there. Oh man, keep getting stunned. Hello. There we go. Goodness.
Shit. Okay. I was trying to get res, but it's not gonna work.
What's up?
Ooh. Ooh, boy.
We shouldn't be running around too much. You should just be staying in the stack.
Yeah, stack on her tail, guys. Especially don't go in front of the boss. Stay back here on her tail.
Here we go. Ta-da!
Good job.
Good job,
That was
guys.
wonderful. And heck, man, I have been through so many runs on this trial with people that have done it a lot and have wiped more times than we did. We only wiped one time. That was really, really good, actually. Good, good, good job. Is anybody looking for gear here? And also don't forget to turn in your quest if you grabbed that.
What
I'm
does
looking-
the heavy armor set do in this one? I didn't grab any.
Ooh, let's
I
see.
seem to remember it's not very good, so you probably don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think the heavy armor here is very desirable, but the there's a healer set in here, Olarime, which I know Morena was saying she needed. And then
Oh, yeah.
I think Reliquin was highly. So here, I'll just. If you guys don't know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Reliquin's
about.
like an essential stam DPS.
Yeah.
set.
So if you want to see.
I got one piece of Olarime if anyone needs.
Yeah, I've collected a full set of Gallenway, but I've yet to use it. So
Oh.
I'm looking for the healer set for. Here, I don't know. what
Olarime.
server, but-
Olarime, where
Yeah,
are you
what
at?
piece did you get from it? What piece did you get?
I have the jerkins. I have the chest piece.
Ooh.
That's
Can I get the chest piece?
perfect.
Yep, go for it. I'm just in the bird skull
I have a
Oh, thank
sash
you.
if you need it.
with the wings over here.
I got some Reliquin shoes.
Yeah.
If anybody needs that, that's
I
a
have
Stam
boots and
DPS
braces
set.
of
You need
Reliquins.
any tank stuff?
No, I'm good. I don't need anything. Just take.
I have the boots and braces of the Reliquin set.
I
If
even
anyone
have
needs it.
I even have Divine's Reliquin boots. If anybody needs that. Anybody looking for that at all?
Reliquin's DPS, right?
Yeah, Reliquins is a Stam DPS set.
I mean, if anybody doesn't need it, I was actually going to put it on my. Oh, it's a Stam D. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's what I
Stam
meant,
DPS.
DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Different.
Oh, we have one.
Soraria
damn.
is really good for Magicka though. This patch.
Ooh.
So
Really,
I picked her up.
Sororia.
Soraria and Reliquins, I think, are pretty much best in slot for Mag and Stam right now.
Does
Nice.
any-
Who was it they said
anybody
they had
have-
the jerkin? Because I'm like, I don't know where I'm standing. Who had the jerkin?
I don't know if anybody's already...
That was me. So I'm Ribcage or Somnum
You're
the Waker
Ribcage.
in game. Yeah, and I've got wings and a bird skull over here, so I'm pretty easy to pick out.
Does Reliquin drop from the boss or just from the chest at the end?
You can
So
get
if you want-
Reliquins from
if you
any
want
of
the
it.
jerkin, come over and
Oh.
trade with me over here.
I'd be happy to accept any unneeded Reliquins if somebody...
More than happy to give you mine.
Yeah, I got Reliquin.
I'm
I have a sash.
I'm lit up over here off to the side.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Do you guys need anything or
That belt looks
Atlas.
really nice. Huh? I'm looking for Sororia.
I have a
or,
Sororia
or
Inferno
healer.
staff. I have a
Ooh, yeah.
Sororia's Inferno staff if you need it.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's the only Sororias I got.
Alright.
I have the shield of Olarime and I don't need that. Does somebody need that?
What trade is it?
Burns Wheel, do you need anything? Like Gone
I'm alright.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Hold on, I'll look for you.
Thanks for the run, everybody. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your help.
Thanks for coming.
No problem. It was fun. Have a good
Any
day.
other
You too.
yeah, thank you. Any other Reliquins floating around out there that don't need it?
I linked it in chat.
I'll be okay. Thank you though.
I unfortunately didn't get a lot
Okay.
of stuff this time.
really quick.
Somebody just said they have bracers and helmet reliquin.
I got a helmet and a bracer.
I would
there's no-
love those. Oh, I already got the bracers, and I don't really use helmet. So anybody else who needs those, it's all yours.
Ice Phoenix, I think, is looking for the shoes.
Okay. Everybody get their trades. Did you get your quest turned in and everything as well?
I think
Yep.
I think I'm squared away.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for the run. That was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a really, really good run, for real. I've run this many, many times farming for my old Arime, and I tell you, this was by far probably the best run that I've had, and I've run a lot with very experienced groups, and and still was not nearly as great of a run as this turned out to be. So this was
The
Yeah,
good.
that was
secret is-
fun. I've never done a trial before.
The secret is I've done trials on console, so
Oh, so you've got some experience there. That's good. Yeah. We do training runs every Saturday, so anybody who's here, if you're here and you are from outside of our guild, you're more than welcome to stick with us, and we do training runs every single Saturday. So we rotate times. So every other week it's at 9 a.m. Pacific time like it was today, and then next week it'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll rotate through those two times. The same trial, the 2-week combo. So we get some practice in and have a couple opportunities to do that together. So signups are always in Discord. So if you're here, you're welcome to stay and hang out. Whether you're part of the in-game guild or not, feel free to stay, hang out, make yourself at home here with us. And for everybody who is part of the guild, obviously same for you. But this was super, super great run, and thank you guys so much for it. And yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, if there's any set that I'm looking for the future,
Mhm.
mag DPS.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for specific gear as well, know that we have a channel in the Discord called Looking for Gear, and I've been keeping track. I actually have a list that I've been putting together when people tell me what gear they're looking for in that channel. So we can keep track of that and plan runs according to what the needs are of the group. So that will help us help you if you let us know specifically what
I
you
will
need.
keep that in mind.
Also, if you don't know what you need, if you're, like you're saying you have mag DPS, you may not know exactly what gear
I'm not
to
sure what
look
sets
for.
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, we can help you with that too. So there's a build help and tips channel that we have a lot of conversations about that stuff in. Let us help you. We're more than happy to help you out however we can and
Like
plan
other
runs
people.
and all kinds